Are you sharing the audio from UK Air Traffic Control on your YouTube channel, where the messages are specifically not for you? If so, then you're very likely to be in breach of Section 48 of the Wireless Telegraphy Act. I started learning to fly in 2013, and it took me 7.5 years to get my PPL licence due to a debilitating fear of flying. I created this channel to show some of my training and what's next for my flying hobby, and to prove that it is possible to overcome a phobia. Welcome to the Phobic Flyer YouTube channel. Clarky here from the Phobic Flyer. Most of you that follow me know that I had an acute fear of flying, so learnt to fly, and it took me over 7.5 years to get my PPL in 2020. I documented my journey on YouTube and more recently have been streaming from near Gloucester Airport in the UK. I've included the audio of air traffic control, ATC, along with the audio of planes landing and taking off, and have received many positive comments from pilots, including those who are planning on visiting Gloucester at some point. It can be very daunting by what can be the very intense ATC communication procedures. Many a time you can be number 5 to land. I felt I was doing a good job if I could help a pilot safely traverse the busy GA airspace around Gloucester by sharing what they could expect. I work in telecoms, I'm a licensed radio ham, a pilot, and also set up a community radio station in 2011. So I have a fair understanding of Ofcom and its remit. I also am aware of the Wireless Telegraphy Act 2006, but always thought that the Section 48 part was in relation to not sharing any telephone conversations I may overhear, or more specifically, not listening to the emergency services and sharing any content. The UK airband is mainly broadcast with no encryption, typically ranging from 108 to 137 MHz, with each channel separated by 8.33 kHz. It uses AM, where the amplitude of the carrier wave is varied in accordance with the information being sent, while the frequency remains constant. Unlike your typical commercial radio station that uses FM, whereby the information is encoded by varying the frequency of the carrier wave and the amplitude is kept constant. FM is less prone to interference than AM and provides much better sound quality. However, FM signals can be impacted by physical barriers and have a much shorter range compared to AM signals. This is why AM is used in aviation. Anyway, moving on. No one's ever complained to me about including ATC or asked me not to include ATC in my live streams, and most people have said how it immerses them into the experience and is useful as a learning aid. That was until the 1st of May 2024, when I received the following email from Ofcom.
Dear Sir, in December 2023, Ofcom received a complaint relating to a number of videos that have been broadcasted on your YouTube channel. An example video relates to video URL. It is an offence under Section 48 Wireless Telegraphy Act 2006 to disclose information as to the content of a message which was not intended for you. I am contacting you to ask that you remove the above mentioned video and any other videos you may have where air traffic messages have been disclosed. If you would like to discuss the matter further, please so not hesitate to get in touch. Kind regards.
The first thing I did was to validate the authenticity of the email by checking the email headers, and it was definitely genuine. The next thing I did was to delete the 34 livestream videos recorded over the past year, where ATC audio was present. I also emailed the Ofcom compliance investigator and rang them 3 times over a week, but they've never responded. My live streams now don't include any ATC, and I've accepted I just have to move on. When I'm flying, I still believe, based on the text of the Act, that I can share any ATC message that's intended for me whilst I'm flying. My last comment is that there is a whole industry based around listening to UK ATC, with dedicated airband scanners being marketed in the UK that can be used, but the audio not shared. Other countries, including the US, do allow ATC to be shared as a safety and training aid. Also, this must impact YouTube channels that share general radio ham audio of radio transmissions from around the world. One airport in the Midlands broadcast their tower audio to people outside, and most air shows do the same. I suppose, though, as the licence holder, they're allowed to do that. As I said, I've accepted it and moved on, although I do think the Act is outdated and does need to be revisited. The first Wireless Telegraphy Act was passed in 1904, amended in 1949, followed by the 2006 amendment, which was 18 years ago. Technology has vastly moved on since then. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'm sure I may get a Marmite response here where opinions are likely to be completely divided, and you'll either like this video or loathe it. I wasn't going to create this video, but I did want to explain why the live streams don't have any ATC audio any longer. Thanks, and maybe see you from the west side of Apron Alpha very soon.